Hey guys, this is Mr. Grice for Algebra Unit 2.7 Notes, Day 2. Today we're going to be talking about graphing linear equations using slope-intercept form. Our learning target today is to be able to graph lines using slope-intercept form. So, what exactly is slope-intercept form, do you say? Well, that is y equals mx plus b, okay? Remember that the m is our slope, okay? It's our movement. And the b is the y-intercept, okay? And it's always 0, comma b, okay? So equations that are in slope-intercept form can be graphed fairly quickly. So looking at our first line, I can see that my slope right here is a negative 1/3, which is telling me to go down 1 over 3. And I begin, sorry, wrong color. I begin at the point 0, 6. Okay, so at 0, 6 I start, and then I follow the slope down 1 over 3, down 1 over 3, down 1 over 3, and I do that in both directions. Okay, and now that I've got that, I'm going to take my trusty straight edge and draw my line. Okay, now our other one, once again, it's already in slope-intercept form. I see my slope is 5 over 2, which tells me up 5 over 2, and my y-intercept is 0, negative 8. So at 0, negative 8 is where I start. I go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. Okay? And I'm going up 5, over 2. Up 5, over 2. And now I'm getting my straight edge. And I'm drawing my line. Okay? Now, equations that are not in slope-intercept form, they're not in slope-intercept form. They still can be graphed fairly quickly, but need to be transformed first. And what we mean by that is we need the y by itself, okay? So to get the y by itself, we would subtract the 2x to both sides. We get negative 3y equals a negative 2x minus 6. And to get that y by itself, we need to divide, and I'm dividing by negative 3. Okay? So when I'm all said and done, y equals a positive 2 over 3x plus 2. Okay, so my slope is 2/3 up 2, right 3, and then my y-intercept is 0, 2. Okay, and then just same as before, I go to 0, 2, I go up 2 over 3, up 2 over 3, up 2 over 3. And we're doing that in both directions. Okay? Not just one direction, but both. Okay? Straight edge, add my arrows. That's not too bad, was it? Okay? So what we're doing is we're transforming this. We're finding the y. I want it in slope-intercept form. So that means I solve for y. Add the 3x to the other side. We get negative 5y equals 3x plus 10. We just have to watch our negatives, okay? Divide by negative 5 to get the y by itself. And we get that y equals negative 3 over 5x minus 2. Okay? So my slope is negative 3 over 5, which means down 3 to the right 5. And our y-intercept is 0, negative 2. Okay? So at 0, negative 2 is where we start. Down 3 over 5. Down 3 over 5. In both directions. okay? And then use your straight edge to graph. And I add my arrows. Oh, that arrow doesn't look very good. Let's make it look better. Okay. So, would you be able to graph the equation from example number 4 using x and y intercepts? If so, what are they? So remember, when we're using intercepts, okay, I want x and y on the same side. And are x and y on the same side for number 4? Yeah, okay. So, can we? Yes. So, what are they? Well, when we find the y-intercept, okay, I want x to equal 0. So I have negative 3 times 0 minus 5y equals I'm sorry, not negative 10, Mr. Grice, just 10. Okay, and when we plug in 0, that cancels, and all I do is divide by negative 5, and I get that y equals negative 2. So that is the point 0, negative 2. Okay, and when we find the x-intercept, that is when y equals 0. Okay, so y would be 0. I would divide by negative 3, and it looks kind of crazy. So x equals negative 10 over 3. So that would be the point, negative 10 over 3, 0. So we could have done that. It just doesn't always work out pretty. Okay, so write the following equations in slope-intercept form. Okay, so we are solving for y. Okay, because y equals mx plus b. That's what we want. Okay, so I'm going to subtract the 2x to both sides. We get 3y equals negative 2x minus 9, and divide by 3. We get that y equals negative 2 over 3x minus 3. Okay, and it's not asking us about anything else. All right, number 4. Once again, solve for y. So I have to subtract the 4x to the other side. Remember that that's a negative y equals negative 4x minus 8. And to get the y by itself, we need to divide by a negative 1, which leaves us y equals 4x plus 8. Okay, we'll do 3 together, and then 4, you're on your own. All right, so for 3, once again, I want to solve for y. So I'm going to subtract the x to the other side. So we have negative 2y equals negative x plus 4. And then divide by negative 2. A negative divided by negative is a positive, so that's a positive 1/2 x minus 2. All right, number 4, go ahead and pause that video, and good luck. Okay, and you should have gotten negative 1/2 x minus 2. Okay, all we have to do is just watch our signs. Okay, so what we're going to do now is write each linear equation in slope-intercept form, then graph it. Okay, so there's my y. First thing we have to do is inverse, add the 3x to the other side, inverse operations. So we have a negative 6y equals 3x plus 30. To get the y by itself, I need to divide by negative 6. And just remember to always reduce your fractions, okay? So that's a negative 1/2 x minus 5. So y equals -1/2 x minus 5. And now that I'm going to graph it, I need to know that my slope is -1/2, which is down 1 over 2. And then my y-intercept, where I'm starting, is 0, -5. Okay? So at 0, -5, that's where I start, and down 1 over 2, down 1 over 2, down 1 over 2, in both directions. Okay? And now that I've got that, I'm just going to use my straight edge. I've got my little trusty ruler right here, and graph my line. I know it's right because I'm going down 1 over 2. You can check any 2 points. Down 1 over 2, and my y-intercept is 0, -5. Okay, number 6. Okay, find your y and start solving. So I'm going to add the 6x to the other side. Remember, that's not 16x because those are not like terms. 5y equals 6x plus 10. To get the y by itself, I'm going to divide everything by 5. And we get y equals 6 over 5x plus 2. Okay, so graphing that, my slope, positive 6 over 5, up 6, right 5, and then my y-intercept is 0, 2. Start at 0, 2. On the y-axis, go up 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and over 5. And that's all I can do in that direction. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, over 5. I think I can do one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yep, over 5. Use your straight edge, your ID, ruler, and graph your line. All right, so for number 7, you guys are going to be in charge of solving it by yourself. And then we'll graph it together, okay? Pause that video and good luck. Okay, just remember that you had to reduce your fraction, okay? The -20 over 8 reduces to -5 over 2, okay? So my slope is -5 over 2. I'm going down 5 to the right 2, and my y-intercept is 0, -4. So at 0, -4 is where I start. I go down 5 over 2. Okay, and go both directions. Up 5, left 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, over 2, and then graph that line. Okay, remember our lines go all the way through our graph, and that we have arrows at the end. Hey, what happened to my line? It was there a second ago. There we go. All right. Number 8, you guys are all on your own. Go ahead and pause the video, and good luck. Make sure to graph it. Okay, so you should have gotten y equals 2/3 x minus 3. You would subtract the 4, divide by -6. So just watch your signs. And then if you look, there is my graph. Okay. Well, guys, that's it for Algebra Unit 2.7 Notes, Day 2. If you have any questions, please come see Ms. Carranza or myself. Your homework is 2.7, Practice B. Remember, your test is going to be at the end of the week, so if you have questions, come and see us. All right, this is Mr. Grice signing off. Thanks for watching.